Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, William, joined with my dad, Richard, and sadly without my brother Thomas because he is out camping today. So I hope they have a great time. So let's
I'm,
start, shall we?
yeah, I'm sure that you will have a great time. He's camping and fishing, living the American dream. I wish I was today.
Same here.
But
How's
I'm
your
not. After you, please.
Please, after you, I'm the host, as you said.
So, how was my week? Is that what you're going to ask?
Yeah.
We can't come to that until we get to that session on the questions.
All right, then how are you doing now? Right now.
I'm doing very well right now.
Glad to hear.
I've had a good weekend, and I'm looking forward to this 30 minutes together with you. So, just to recap, there we were back in September 2018. Here we are now. I'm still as good looking this week as I was last week. I still have the red socks. I need to change that. I need to get another picture. But I was really impressed with your picture. Both me and your mum saw it. The two things that we noticed straight away is the big difference in your face and the big difference in your legs.
I think the hair does a lot though as well. But yeah, as I said before, I wasn't sure whether I would see any difference because that wasn't the fattest I was. But yeah, I do see a slight difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
And also, when you wear a sweatshirt like that, it tends to cover a multitude of sins. But I'm very impressed with the progress so far. So keep
Thank you.
smiling and keep it up.
Same to you.
Right, I'm still doing well on my walk towards America. In the last week, I've put another 100 kilometers behind me, so I'm well over a quarter of the way there now. I'm still looking forward to your numbers and your brother's numbers, but I am on track. I will definitely make it to Boise, Idaho, before the end of this year, guaranteed. So for those people that do this in miles, so is it 1,200 kilometers? Is it 750 miles?
I can tell you.
Yeah, 750 miles is what I've walked since the beginning of January. So, okay.
Great job.
Okay, then. So to the questions. I'll go first this week.
Sounds good.
Looking back, what went well? What went well is that I managed to do my daily step count. That's one thing that went well. I'm feeling okay, but somehow I've lost the plot over the last week. I've been doing the walking. I had 3 goes with the yoga. We'll talk about that in a second.
Mm.
I've definitely been okay with the fruit and vegetables, but I've been slacking. Up until the last couple of weeks, every single day I was doing the 10-minute Lucy video. I was also doing quite a few times a week, the other videos. But this week I've just done the Lucy video a couple of times plus the yoga. So I've got to slap myself around the head a bit and get myself going in the right direction. What about you?
But what do you think the reason for that is? Just work stress or just not feeling it this week, or you just
I think it's a mixture. I think there's been a lot of things going on at work. So that's meant it's been a bit more difficult for me to get out at lunchtime for a walk. Again, that's an excuse, really. I've just not felt like doing the videos in the morning, and I maybe it's somehow psychological as well because I was so close to that 100-kilogram barrier, and instead of crossing over it to get to the good side, I'm tending away to the bad side. I just got to keep it up. That's all.
definitely.
I'm not going to beat myself up too much. I'm going to push myself this week because what I did find and what I do find is once I've done the videos in the morning, I feel good. It's just actually doing them. I think, again, part of the problem is I now sleep so incredibly well. I got to bed at 10 o'clock. I pull the blankets over me, and within a few seconds, I'm asleep. And then the alarm goes off at 6:30, and I wake up. If I can get up a bit earlier this week, then I'll find the time to make it happen. What about you? How's your week been?
Last week of uni, so now I'm officially in my summer holidays. So I have holidays for a month now, and then I'm off to work in July. So yeah, it's been a good week. Finally, I have a bit of free time now, and yeah, so I'm feeling good because of that. And the daily yoga, I also did it 3 times, and I'm planning on doing it tonight again. And of course, I was more aware of my fruit and vegetable intake this week. So yeah, that's it.
So what did you think of the yoga?
Well, you called me the other day and said you were in a lot of pain after doing it, but it was more the opposite for me, that it was just boring in a way for me. That's why I didn't want to do it. I just don't want to sit there and breathe in, and it's just not really for me, yoga. I like the body project, that I like those videos more. But
I agree with you. One of the reasons why I agree, though, is that by comparison, the body project and the Lucy videos are easier for me. The reason why they're easier is that you move and you do stuff, but you don't really stretch. And what I've realized with this yoga is that my body is seized up so much. It's an age thing. No, it's not an age thing, because there's plenty of people my age that are very flexible. But over the years, if you don't bend and if you don't move a lot, then you lose the basically you lose the mobility in your muscles and your tendons. So I've realized that it's something that I need to do, even if I don't find it enjoyable. I've got to do it. So that girlfriend of yours, she's responsible for a lot of pain, but she's also, I'm grateful to her for making her realize that there is a little bit more to life than walking. I can walk. I can walk for long distances, but walking is only a part of it. You need to do more. And yes, I do find it a bit boring when they start with this relaxation and yamasti and all of this stuff. And it's a little bit, what do you call it? A little bit vague in that respect.
yeah, it's not really for me. But
okay, all right. But we tried.
We did.
So this week's discussion topic, as you know, we're planning our summer holidays. We rescheduled it from last year, and it's full on for this year. 3 weeks in America. America is the land of plenty. It's the land of dreams. It's the land of all things good and all things bad. So, how to cope with holidays? You don't have much holiday ahead of you, but how do you make sure that a holiday doesn't become a food event, an event full of excess, and how it becomes memorable for the right reasons? What would be your advice to me?
Well, I mean, it helps because I'm not one that likes to go on holiday and just sit in the sun the whole day. I hate that. I have to do something. And the last time when we were in America, we went on walks every day. We must have easily done about 15, 20,000 steps a day, easy. And I remember the first time we went to America on holiday about 12 years ago or something like that. And England also a few years ago, I gained a lot of weight because when I'm on holiday, I think, oh, why not? Why not? I'm on holiday, so why shouldn't I eat a lot? And last time I was in America, I thought, oh, sorry, and I gained lot of weight the other times. And last time when I was in America, I just said to myself to not eat any desserts, to not eat anything sweet really, and just go on walks every day with you and Mummy and Thomas, and that really helped a lot, just to cut out the sweet things. I mean, I still ate a lot of junk, but I still didn't put on a lot of weight after those 2 weeks I came home.
Yeah.
So don't beat yourself up if you want to have something good. If you're doing steps, which you're bound to do if you're in a city, because I think that's just the thing everyone does is when they're in the city to walk a lot. But yeah, just moderation, really.
One of the conscious decisions that we'll take this time is that it's very socially acceptable these days to share meals.
Mm.
In the past, it's always been, oh, I'll order mine, you order yours. And since it's just me and your mum, and since both of our tastes are very similar, then we will be sharing a lot more this year. Because invariably, whatever you buy, you tend to eat. So if you have a full plate, if you have a whole burger, even if you're full after half the burger, you'll still go ahead and eat the whole one or 3/4. But if you've only got a half on your plate to start with, you'll find that it's more than enough. So that's something we're going to do. And both me and your mum now, it's strange how things have changed over the months, but neither one of us can sit down and have breakfast without having done exercise. So yesterday I went for a couple of very long walks. This morning I woke up with all good intentions, but I couldn't get myself out of bed. So even so, before breakfast, when I finally managed to get up, I managed to do 4 or 5 kilometers and get a decent number of steps under my belt before I sat down. When I came back through the door, your mum's on the treadmill. I think she had already got 3,500 or 4,000 steps in. And then we're able to sit down and enjoy it. Just rolling out of bed, coming downstairs and having breakfast, that's a thing of the past. Doesn't happen anymore. And I can imagine that in America, just going for a decent walk before sitting down for breakfast. Then at least there's some exercise going.
Mm-hmm. And with the jet lag and you won't be able to sleep for the first few days, there's nothing else you can do really, besides maybe go out for a walk or just lay in bed. But just huge progress with everyone, and I'm so proud of Mummy because I mean you were always one to wake up early and go out for a little walk, even though it was just down to the pizzeria, just a short walk. But Mummy, don't know last time she was like this, or I don't know if she was ever like this really.
I've been together with your mum for more than 30 years, and always fitness and sweating have been definitely not part of her diary. Sorry, not part of her vocabulary. Definitely not. But now, it wasn't too long ago that she was more than satisfied with 10,000 steps. Not anymore. She's up to 16,000 a day now. And yeah, she's just inspirational. So I'm very lucky. And if Lily is supporting your mum in that way, I know that Phoebe's supporting you. Mm-hmm. All of us are going places. Plus, there's the knock-on effect that some people that your mum knows, they're more motivated. Other people that I know are more motivated now. So we're changing the world one person at a time.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, exactly.
Great news. Great news.
Okay. So looking forward, I've set the challenge for this week. Step goal, daily step goal, that's a foregone conclusion, but I put it there because this week we need to bring another exercise in. So 1 hour, 2 to 3 times minimum. I put 1 hour another exercise. For me, I'm going to get the bike, I'm going to pump up the tires, and I'm going to get out cycling this week. I left it vague because I know that Thomas doesn't have a bike. I know you do. It doesn't matter what it is, but something else besides walking. So any thoughts on what you can do?
Just having me think. I mean, I tried running earlier this week. I hate it, but I mean, it just saves a lot more time. I mean, you do your steps twice as fast or 3 times as fast. It's just, it's horrible. It's not for me yet, but I think that's because I still weigh too much for my body to really appreciate running. Because my roommate, he's thin and he's athletic, so it's easier for him, I think. But I don't know if that's just an excuse.
It's an excuse. You see plenty of big people.
Sorry.
You see plenty of big people running, so it's an excuse. But then I've heard many people say, just keep doing it. You get through a pain barrier, and then it's wonderful. I think, okay. I get to that pain barrier really quickly, but I don't get through it. So what will you do then? Will it be running, or will it be cycling, or it doesn't need to be the same thing? You can do some running, you can do some biking.
Exactly. That's what I'll do probably, because there's not many nice cycle routes close to my place. However, I can go exploring. I can do 1 day cycling, as you said, 1 day running, and something else. I'll find something.
Hey, what about swimming in the Donau?
I think it might be a bit too cold, yeah.
Oh, come on. I've thought about, I've thought about cycling down to Perchek, to the small strandbad there, and jumping in the lake. Bit of swimming, and then coming home. That might be on the agenda next Saturday.
It'll be cold.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'll check out the temperature before I jump in.
That sounds good. But
yeah, carry on.
Nothing.
Yes. So this is the curve for this week. Yet again, it's this seesaw. I've gone back up. It's 101. That was this morning after my morning walk. Morning walk wasn't so long. Maybe it would have been a little bit less if I'd done a bit longer. But at the moment, I'm just losing sight of the goal a little bit. So it'll be a week of more consequence. So a little bit smaller breakfast. Maybe smaller dinners, but I'll get there. This time next week, it will be below the 100.
I don't know, it could be something psychological as well, because a reason why over the past few years I've always wanted to lose weight, but I've never been bothered to, is because I just never could imagine myself thin again. And so that's why I thought it's never going to be possible. And I think that's something that you're thinking as well with, I don't know, if you less than 100, then you're not 3 digits anymore, it's only 2. And then I don't know. So you think everything's going to change, or is it is it just me?
You could be right. I cannot say that I consciously think that. On the other hand, I find it hard to imagine because for so many years I've been the way that I am. Your mother, she threw away some of my trousers this week. You can't wear these things anymore. I said, yeah, but they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. She said, they're too big. So she bought me new trousers. So she's bought 36 now. So at one point I think a year or two ago, I was 44. Then I made it down to 40. And then I think when I started this, I was between 38 and 40, but now I've got the 36s. So 34 is on the horizon.
I hope not. Then then you're beating me, I think.
Yeah, we'll see.
No,
But yeah.
I hope so for you. Definitely.
Yeah, and then you can take my old clothes.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you might be right. I think psychologically, once I'm the other side of the 100, then the next goal becomes the 90 or the 95. But it's just getting over this big hurdle. With some time and effort this week, I shall be there.
And that's why I think these talks are very important every Sunday. I'm not sure if we would still be this far if we wouldn't have these talks. I think there would have been one or two of us that would have given up already, but I'm not sure.
I am definitely sure. I'm definitely sure because some of the times I think I've got to do this because I've got to be honest with Thomas and William on Sunday. And I cannot give up because if I give up, then that's a bad example for them. So yes, this is definitely 18 episodes now. So 18 times we've met, and all three of us have made progress. So
Huge progress.
18 weeks. Very impressive, really.
Yeah.
Right. So steps. I didn't get any steps from Thomas, but I'd rather he was out camping and fishing than being sat in the apartment just talking to us. So I hope that he has some exercise and some fun and some stress relief. So he's a lucky guy going camping.
Definitely.
I had a good week this week. This one here, I see yours was 18K.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I think, 31,000.
What did you do on that day?
So that was yesterday. In the morning, I walked. I think the morning was up to Sternberg and back. Then in the afternoon, I did another big round. And no, sorry. In the morning, I went for a small round. Then me and your mum went down to Klagenfurt. We had a walk around Klagenfurt. And then we came back from Klagenfurt, and then I walked up to Sternberg and back. So all told, yesterday was, I think, 24, 26 kilometers.
God, that's further than walking to Klagenfurt from your house.
Yeah, but that's I'm thinking about that as well. And the daily automatic step goal now is 16,310. So finally, I'm up there, 101.1. So that was 4 weeks ago. I got the 101.1. So my average daily steps have gone up. The distance has gone up. So I'm on a roll, and it looks like you're on a roll as well. So this is 67. So you've done more this week than last week?
Yeah, a bit more.
You don't seem very positive about it. Come on.
No, not doing too much. No, because I had 2 more days this week than I did last week, so I did a lot more last week than I did this week actually.
Mhm.
But don't know why I didn't sync, but I've done my 10,000 today as well, so it should all be orange like yours. But I need to step it up a bit because I'm not losing any weight really anymore. I'm not gaining any weight, but I'm not losing any. So I
Yeah,
need to
and
step it up.
now you got some time off. You don't have any reason not to, do you?
Don't have any excuses now.
Mhm. Not that we need excuses.
No, but they're always handy.
It depends. The excuses are great until you stand on the scales. Then you think, no, that didn't work. And I tried putting new batteries in and stepping in different directions, but these are good electronic ones, and they're accurate. So the only thing is get the bike out, get the skipping rope out, and just get doing more. And what do you got there? You got the stand-up exercise bike. You got some free weights. You got plenty of stuff there, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. We'll see. No, we'll do.
We'll do, definitely. So I think that's us finished for the day.
That's us finished. Well, I'm afraid I won't be able to do it as well as my brother, but thank you anyway for another great talk, Daddy, and thank you for watching us. I hope you have a great week, make great decisions, and yeah, stay healthy, stay fit.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you all next week.